Every morning, millions of people wake up and begin their day believing they are doing the right things for their health. They drink what they think is a healthy beverage. They eat what looks like a safe breakfast. They follow habits they have repeated for years, sometimes decades. But here is the uncomfortable truth. One small mistake in your morning routine may be quietly damaging your pancreas, day after day, without pain, without warning, and without obvious symptoms. Most people never realize it until real damage has already begun. And what makes this even more dangerous is how normal these habits feel. They are common. They are familiar. They are even recommended in some cases. Yet for the pancreas, especially as we age, they can slowly push this vital organ into stress, inflammation, and long-term dysfunction. If you are over 40, 50, or 60, this matters more than ever, because the pancreas does not recover easily once it is overwhelmed. Let me explain why this is so important. The pancreas plays a critical role in controlling blood sugar, digestion, and energy levels. It releases insulin to regulate glucose and enzymes to help break down food. When it is healthy, the body runs smoothly. When it is under strain, problems begin quietly. Fatigue becomes more common. Blood sugar becomes unstable. Digestion feels heavier. Inflammation rises. Yet most people blame age. They blame stress. They blame bad sleep. Very few people suspect their morning habits. Now imagine this. Two people wake up at the same time. They eat similar meals. They live similar lives. But one unknowingly stresses the pancreas every morning, while the other protects it. 10 years later, their health looks very different. This is not about fear. This is about awareness. Let us start with the first habit that quietly damages the pancreas. Habit 1. Starting the day with sugar on an empty stomach. This is one of the most common mistakes and one of the most damaging. Many people begin their morning with fruit juice, sweetened coffee, flavored yogurt, pastries, breakfast cereal, or energy bars. These foods are often marketed as healthy, quick, or natural. But when sugar enters the body first thing in the morning, especially on an empty stomach, the pancreas is forced to release a large amount of insulin very quickly. This sudden demand creates stress. Over time, repeated sugar spikes weaken the pancreas' ability to regulate insulin properly. This is how insulin resistance slowly develops. The danger is not the occasional treat. The danger is repetition. Day after day, year after year, the pancreas is pushed to work harder than it should, before the body is even fully awake. Many people say they feel energized after sugar in the morning. What they do not realize is that this energy comes at a cost. A crash often follows. Hunger returns too soon. Cravings increase. And the pancreas continues to pay the price. Habit 2. Skipping breakfast completely. This may surprise some people. Skipping breakfast is often promoted as a healthy habit, especially with trends like intermittent fasting. While fasting can be helpful for some, it is not safe for everyone, especially older adults. When breakfast is skipped regularly, blood sugar can drop too low. This forces the pancreas to react suddenly later in the day when food is finally eaten. The result is a sharp insulin response instead of a controlled one. This pattern creates instability. The pancreas prefers rhythm and balance, not extremes. For adults over 50, skipping breakfast can increase stress hormones in the morning, which further disrupts blood sugar control and increases inflammation. The pancreas is deeply affected by this imbalance. Habit 3. Drinking coffee before water. Many people reach for coffee as soon as they wake up. Feels comforting, feels energizing, feels harmless. But caffeine on an empty, dehydrated body increases stress hormones like cortisol. This raises blood sugar levels artificially, forcing the pancreas to release insulin when it should not need to. Without water first, the body remains dehydrated, making blood sugar more concentrated. This combination places unnecessary strain on the pancreas before the day even begins. Over time, this habit can worsen blood sugar regulation and increase insulin demand. A simple glass of water before coffee can make a meaningful difference. Habit 4. Highly processed, healthy breakfast foods. Protein bars, low-fat muffins, instant oatmeal packets, and packaged breakfast sandwiches often appear healthy on the label. But many of these foods contain refined carbohydrates, hidden sugars, and artificial additives that disrupt digestion and blood sugar control. The pancreas must work harder to process these foods than whole, natural options. The more processed the food, the harder the pancreas must work. This stress accumulates quietly. A short story to reflect on. There was a man in his late 50s who believed he had a perfect morning routine. He drank orange juice, ate cereal, and skipped breakfast on busy days. He felt tired but assumed it was normal aging. Years later, his doctor told him his blood sugar was unstable. His pancreas was struggling. Nothing dramatic had happened. No single bad choice. Just quiet habits repeated every morning. This is how damage often begins. And this is why awareness matters. Now that you understand how common morning habits can quietly stress the pancreas, let us go deeper. Because some of the most damaging behaviors are not obvious. They feel small. They feel harmless. Yet over time, they create real harm. And the most dangerous part is this. The pancreas rarely sends strong warning signs early. It does not scream for attention. It whispers. By the time symptoms appear, years of silent damage may already exist. Let us look at more morning habits that deserve your attention. Habit 5. Eating too fast in the morning. Many people rush through breakfast or eat while standing, driving, or checking their phone. They swallow food quickly without chewing properly. This matters more than most people realize. When food is not chewed well, digestion becomes harder. The pancreas must release more digestive enzymes to break down large food particles. This extra demand increases pancreatic workload every single morning. Over time, poor digestion in the morning can lead to bloating, fatigue, inflammation, and nutrient absorption problems. The pancreas thrives when digestion is calm and controlled, not rushed. Slowing down even slightly can reduce strain. Habit 6. Heavy fatty meals first thing in the morning. Bacon, sausages, fried foods, buttery pastries, and creamy breakfast items may feel satisfying. But high-fat meals early in the day place intense demand on digestive enzymes. The pancreas must release large amounts of enzymes to process fat. As we age, this process becomes less efficient. Repeated heavy, fatty breakfasts can lead to pancreatic fatigue, inflammation, and digestive discomfort. This does not mean fat is bad. It means timing and balance matter. The pancreas prefers moderation, especially in the morning. Habit 7. Ignoring early blood sugar signals. Morning dizziness, shakiness, intense hunger, headaches, or irritability are often ignored. Many people brush them off as stress, poor sleep, or mood changes. But these can be early signs of blood sugar imbalance, which directly involves the pancreas. When these signs are ignored, the underlying strain continues. The pancreas works harder to correct these imbalances day after day. Listening to early signals allows you to adjust habits before real damage occurs. Habit 8. Chronic morning stress. This habit is often overlooked. Rushing, worrying, checking negative news, or starting the day in a state of tension raises stress hormones. Stress hormones increase blood sugar levels. When blood sugar rises due to stress, the pancreas is forced to release insulin even when food has not been eaten. This creates unnecessary work. Morning stress trains the pancreas to operate in survival mode. Over years, this contributes to insulin resistance and inflammation. A calmer morning protects more than the mind. It protects the pancreas. What a pancreas-friendly morning looks like. Now let us talk about what to do instead. Because protecting the pancreas does not require perfection. It requires consistency. A supportive morning routine includes simple actions. Start with hydration. Water helps regulate blood sugar concentration and supports digestion. Choose a balanced breakfast. Include protein, fiber, and healthy fats in moderation. This stabilizes blood sugar and reduces insulin spikes. Eat slowly. Chew well. Give digestion time to begin properly. Limit sugar early in the day. Save sweet foods for later when the body is more active. Manage stress. Even 5 quiet minutes can lower stress hormones and reduce pancreatic strain. These small changes add up. Another short story to remember. There was a woman in her early 60s who felt tired every morning. She believed it was simply age. She made one change. She drank water before coffee. She added protein to breakfast. She slowed down. Within weeks, her energy improved. Her digestion felt lighter. Her blood sugar stabilized. The pancreas responds quickly when given support. It is never too late to make better choices. Why this matters more after midlife. As the body ages, the pancreas becomes more sensitive to stress, sugar, and inflammation. What you could tolerate in your 30s may quietly cause harm in your 50s or 60s. This is not a failure. It is biology. Understanding this allows smarter decisions. Your morning routine sets the tone for the entire day. It tells the pancreas whether to work calmly or struggle. Most people do not damage their pancreas in dramatic ways. They do it slowly, silently, every morning. But awareness changes everything. Small adjustments today can protect years of health tomorrow. If this information helped you see your morning routine differently, take a moment to support the channel. Like this video so more people can learn how to protect their health as they age. Subscribe to AgeWise for clear, practical guidance that helps you make smarter choices every day. And in the comments, share one morning habit you plan to change after watching this. Your experience may help someone else more than you realize. Thank you for being part of the AgeWise community.